Good morning. Welcome to Bliss Beyond the Buzz with Coach Janet. How's everybody doing this Sunday morning? Is it a cold February where you are? Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. So today I'm going to talk about what's happening on Tuesday. And if you don't know what's happening on Tuesday, maybe you've been walking around with your eyes closed and you haven't had the TV on and you haven't been to any store, because we are being bombarded with advertisements and marketing about Tuesday's event, which is Valentine's Day. You can't go into the stores without seeing the heart-shaped balloons and all the flowers and all the candies. It might be the one of the few times where you see a bunch of men scrambling around trying to grab something. It's kind of interesting. But you know, when you think about Valentine's Day, I can even remember back when I was a kid and how you decorate your little Valentine box. Do you guys remember that? And people would put your little Valentine's cards in. I mean, even back then it was about comparison and who got the most and who got the best and who made the biggest. I mean, I just was thinking about that today, that Valentine's Day tends to be one of those contest almost of who can get the best, who can get the prettiest, who can have the most, who bought me this, so anyway, I've got some tips today to how to deal with that and what to do about Valentine's Day. It's one of those holidays that can actually be quite depressing for people who are not in a romantic relationship or not in a relationship at all. Even those who are in a relationship, but maybe with someone who is not just the romantic type. That's not something that they thrive at. Anyway, it can be depressing, because when you look around, everybody is going out to dinner, getting flowers, gifts. It's all over. I can honestly say that I love flowers. I mean, who doesn't? But that's just, Valentine's Day is not one of the things that if my husband's going to drop $100 on something, I'd much rather have a massage, put some gas in the boat, go out to dinner, whatever. But that's just me. Anyway, if you are feeling alone, you are not alone, because there are over 100 million unmarried people just in the United States alone. And, most of them a lot of them, I am positive, are happy. I know a ton of people who don't have a partner, who are not getting flowers, who are not getting chocolate, and they are perfectly happy. I also know a lot of people who are married who are not happy at all. So I don't say that being in a relationship is necessarily going to make the difference. Psychology Today says, there's an article that talks about single people, and it says that they have more friends, and that they help more people, and that they feel more independent and free. And so there's a lot of positives about not being tethered to someone. So are single people typically happier than people that are in relationships? No, not necessarily. The fact is that when they get married, studies show that when you get married, the happiness ticks up for a bit, but by 2 years, it's dissipated. So guess what? People who are happy, people are happy whether they're single or whether they're in a relationship or not. And in fact, if you're in a bad relationship, you're way better off to be alone. So here's the bottom line. Happiness is going to be up to you. And this Valentine's hoopla is just that, hoopla. And you heard it here, hoopla. So what are you going to do if you still feel like left out, caught up in the Valentine's Day blue? Here's some tips. Love yourself. Okay, this sounds like an easy one, but my goodness, why is it so hard? Be happy with your own company. I was thinking about it, how, we'd set ourselves up sometimes for thinking that someone else is going to complete us. Think about this. If you're looking for someone to fulfill you or to complete you, maybe you need to tweak the way you're thinking about that. Honestly, if we need to be complete and happy with ourselves, and then we can add a complementary friendship, relationship, whatever. So I think that sometimes it's kind of a mixed up concept to feel like you need someone to make you happy. I love to tell this story. There was this guy, and he was working on his 6th marriage. Yep, that's right, 6 marriages. And one day he said something about he and his wife weren't getting along. And I'm like, well, what do you think the problem is? And he said, I'm starting to think it might be me. You think? Well, I guess I always love that. I always love that he finally came to that realization after 6 marriages. But tip number 2 is socialize. We are happier, we live longer if we have social connections. It doesn't matter what kind. We just need to be people. We are humans and we thrive on socialization. So plan that getaway with your girlfriends, go out to dinner with, with your peeps, whoever, your family, whatever you want to do. Join the exercise group, get into a club, find some like-minded people that enjoy what you do, and get out there and do it. Number 3, be grateful. I know it seems so easy to say these things, but the reminder to be grateful is you can always find something that you want better, that you wish you had, that you wish you were, whatever. But be grateful for where you are and what you are today. Now, we'll talk in a minute about if you don't like where you are, what you can do to change it. But be grateful for today that you were able to get up and tune on, right? Number 4, don't compare. Oh my goodness, comparison is the thief of joy. I've said it on here before, and it's so true. I know it is in my life. So many times we look at other people's lives, we look at other people's relationships. All we see is the outside, right? We don't know what they really think. We don't know what they really go through. We don't know each other's real struggles. So everybody looks happy on the outside. And I heard one time that if you were to have the opportunity, okay, bring your life and all your problems and all your assets and all your liabilities, lay them down at the table and pick someone else's up and actually make a trade. When you saw what they had and what their issues were and what their problems are, you would go home with your own. I think that's probably the truth. At the end of the day, I think we're happy with who we are. At some level, we wouldn't want to switch out with someone else. It's not always what it's cracked up to be. Number 5, stay off social media. No, I don't mean bliss beyond the buzz. I mean, here's a positive source of social media. But I mean, stay off social media, stay off the TV. For goodness sakes, it is not... it is not a good time. If you are feeling blue and lonely, maybe you lost your partner, you just got a divorce or whatever, last thing you need to do is see all those commercials and all that. Ugh. So anyway, turn it off and go do something fun. The last one is do something for someone else. Number 6, do something for someone else. When we take the focus off ourselves and we do something for someone else, we can always find someone who needs something. Like I said, maybe you know someone who just lost their partner. Maybe you know someone this is their first Valentine's Day alone because their husband died or their wife died or something. That's a person to reach out to. Buy somebody a coffee, invite them to lunch, call them up, take them some flowers, whatever. Those are things that when you do that, not only do they feel happy, but you really feel happy. So that's my tips for today. So, hey, I got some really good news for you. If you feel like you're missing out, let's look on the bright side. Nobody bringing you chocolates? Guess what? You won't be tempted to eat the whole box. Woohoo! Yay you. Not getting flowers? Okay, go buy yourself some. Or better yet, plant some flowers. They'll bloom all year. Go ahead, plant some flowers, pick some wildflowers. No plans for dinner out? Guess what? It's the worst day to go out to dinner anyway. It's crowded. Everybody's out. The service is probably not going to be any good. Pick a different time to go. Don't worry about it. Are you wishing that you were in some blissful relationship with Mr. or Mrs. Right? Guess what? They don't exist. Ha! You heard it here. They do not exist. Stop watching the Lifetime channel. Get off the Hallmark Those movies are not real. Prince Charming is not coming. It's not going to happen. Oh, so I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm saying that's right. You can bring yourself flowers and chocolates. You have to make yourself happy. No way to sugarcoat it. If you're responsible for your own happiness. So go out there and do more of what you love. Be grateful for who you are. And look, if you're not happy with who you are, if you're drinking too much, if you don't like your weight, if there's some change that you need to make, then make a change. Absolutely. And again, do something for someone else. Dawn just said, volunteering at a shelter, wherever. It is life-changing. I've got a friend who does the food bank. I've got another friend who works with her church group. She is the one getting the blessings. I don't know about the people who are getting the free stuff, but she's the one getting the blessings. So there's just so much you can do to help yourself. Make healthy choices. Be thankful for who you are today. Maybe you're not in perfect shape. Maybe you don't have everything that you want, or you don't do everything that you know you need to do. But be happy where you are, because you know what? Today you woke up and you're here. I see you watching. So thank you. So enjoy yourself and absolutely find something fun to do. Take care of yourself. You don't need those chocolates anyway, right? So happy Valentine's Day for Tuesday. Again, today is the big Super Bowl for those of you who are football fans. Watch your diet, drink plenty of water, get those AF alternatives, whatever you need. And I do have one exciting announcement that's coming up this spring. I am going to be launching my first masterclass. It's called Blissful Boundaries, saying no to people, things, and beliefs that no longer serve you. So I'm really excited to get that launched. So I hope some of you will want to join me for that. More details to come. All right, guys, you got this. Turn the TV off and enjoy your weekend. Go out and do something that you love. Go out and do something for someone else. Thank you for joining me. If you like this, please share. I'm trying to grow my page. And I appreciate you guys, my faithful few. You guys are always on. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.